Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jill. Thank you very much for having me here today. I'm humbled to be in the presence of so many leaders in the industry, and equally humbled that I have been invited to share my stories in front of so many young, talented minds, young, talented individuals. I've had the privilege of being in the workforce for more than 18 years, and this journey has brought me from the States, China, Japan, and finally back home to Taiwan, where I now lead a startup of young, bright minds heading towards the next journey of the technology. Today, I'd like to share with you my stories of growth and making positive impacts. It's about self-growth, how I've been built from an individual developer, a team leader, to a decision maker in tech. It's also about the growth of others, how I've cultivated empowerment, collaboration, and diversity in the workplace. I hope that there will be moments that you can relate to. And I'm always open for further chat after this if you find some of the experiences interest you. So, after working as a software engineer at Sprint, I moved to my first big role at Trend Micro. My academic background in psychology and information sciences gave me acumen to the interaction between people and the technology. Back then, user experience was such a new word in Asia, especially at Trend Micro, a big, well-structured tech organization specializing in enterprise security software. In the beginning, there were only 4 of us in the user experience team. And some of my colleagues thought that what we do was just changing the look and feel of a product, nothing more. One senior guy even told me one time, not putting much effort in my UX design proposal because it would just be a waste of his R&D resources. So you see my challenges there. User experience was such a new addition to a large corporation. It was not only to prove its value, but to show them my voice mattered. The value of my team to the whole company mattered. So my team and I didn't give up. We kept speaking up and working so hard with limited resources that our new products actually turned out to be very well received in the market. In the end, every product at Trend Micro required contribution of UX designers. And that guy who told me to chill came to me the next year asking for advice on enhancing user experience design. What's more, we helped the company tap into a brand new market by designing the first ever product for the small and medium businesses, starting with user research. It ended up actually being the most successful product at Trend Micro for a decade. Besides demonstrating my values there, I also got to play a managerial role in growing a cross-functional team spanning Taiwan and Nanjing early in my career, which has a huge impact on my way of empowering team members as I move up the career ladder. The bigger the UX team grew, the more complicated and diverse it became. How did I convince and lead those technical writers, visual designers who were not only much more senior than me, but also very talented in areas outside of my expertise. My secret lies on identifying the mindsets and methodologies of cross-domain collaboration from practice. I found common ground that they could all relate to. Instead of telling them what to do exactly, I encourage them to think and to explore answers to building a good product. My increasingly cross-country role allowed me to see great opportunities in the China market. It was the early 2000s. The golden age of internet in China was just about to boom. There was a voice from the bottom of my heart telling me, go ahead. You will regret it if you don't give it, you will regret it if you don't even give it a try. So I packed my stuff, relocated to Beijing, and started a new endeavor at Microsoft. At Microsoft, I was not only responsible for UX design, but also a senior program manager lead overseeing global projects of Microsoft's internet services. What does a program manager do? I had to manage people who don't report to me directly. And sometimes I don't even own the research and development resources. But still, I am responsible for making things happen. So I made them buy into my ideas by communicating from the inside out, by creating a vision to inspire their actions and collaborations. Here's how I talk to my team. I know users. I know how frustrated they are when they try to look up, say, movie time of Avatar, but only get poor search results. I know it sucks when they want to find a nice image of the Beijing Olympics to update their cover photos, but there's not too many to choose from. And I know what's still left to do to better help them solve their problems, to let them enjoy the internet. This is very crucial for a killer product. And I know you all want to create a killer product. So let's roll up our sleeves and make it happen. As I move forward, I felt the urge to further immerse myself in the unique, dynamic local culture to better understand Chinese users. And because of the internet industry was evolving so fast, I couldn't afford to lag behind by staying in my comfort zone. This new arena was called mobile internet. Give me a sec. So I joined one of the leading mobile internet companies in China, in charge of the whole product development process. Scope of work was much bigger than what I had done before. I managed to build the user experience team from scratch and made it the top user experience team in China. My team delivered one of the most successful apps with revenues over $1 million per every day. That's in US dollars. But this was not the only accomplishment I'm proud of. Having worked for several Western-style companies since the first day of my career, I must learn to deal with cultural and organizational differences in a local Chinese company that had completely different ways of thinking and working together. I blended in with more conversations with my team members, more opportunities to let them contribute their feedbacks and insights. I'm proud of creating an open work environment, nurturing out-of-the-box ideas, and empowering others to make bigger impacts. And I give the credit of this successful product to this positive, motivational vibe. For my career growth, achieving each milestone makes it easier to tackle the next challenge. Every challenge I face allows me to find new solutions, helping me grow. And then came my biggest leap in my career. About 10 months ago, I met a team of young, passionate, and forward-looking talents who invited me on board to build a new stellar technology called blockchain. At that time, what I was actually about to get on board was a long overdue trip around the world with my parents. I heard blockchain is hot, but what is it exactly? Do I want to know more about it? Am I confident that to lead this one-year-old startup in a completely new area? Like what I have been doing for the past 18 years of my career, I said yes to this adventure rather than the vacation. It's not only because I'm curious in nature and I never let competency stifle my career advancement, but it's also because I always believe in the power of technology. I'm desperate to keep up with the next big thing in technology. So I made the biggest leap, taking the CEO role at Robinhood and riding with my team in the startup field as well as the blockchain industry. Being a final decision maker is a new job for me, especially focusing on a technology that's still in its infancy. It's a bit scary and quite stressful to take risks every day to navigate this highly volatile market. And with greater power comes with greater responsibilities. But I jump in anyway. I jump in and enjoy every day marching forward with my team. It's so new and challenging, but it also gives us a good sense of fulfillment at the same time. I go to bed like, wow, I learned so much new stuff today. And waking up tomorrow, striving to define the whole industry, being a bold pioneer and an early player. Every time I break out of my comfortable nest, I open new doors that I might never knew were there. Have I ever imagined myself working in the blockchain industry, talking token economy, consensus algorithm, transactions per second every day? No. But looking back to every leap I took and every challenge I stepped up to, it all makes sense. I enjoy standing at the forefront of the tech world, exploring where technology can take us to, whether it was enterprise software, internet, mobile internet, and now it's blockchain. From an individual contributor, a team leader, to a senior corporate executive, 18 years of managing international teams and global projects have given me a comprehensive skill set and resilience to try new things, to lead new things. Many people ask me how to build a successful career, not just finding a job, especially how to plan it out when they are just starting off. In this industry, the real value of technology lies with the product that come with it. Ultimately, people choose the applications and services that bring most benefit and enjoyment into their daily lives. That's why we need to put people first. It means putting ourselves in our customers' shoes when crafting a new product and asking the essential questions. Why do customers want it? Does it address their pain points? How do customers benefit from it? It means translating our empathy into handy features for our users. It's all for people. This principle also applies to team management. As you work your way up in an organization, big or small, you will realize no success comes from fighting alone in every aspect of a business. I listen to and gain insights from different perspectives and feedbacks from working with my team members. I created a work environment of fellowship, trust, support, and cooperation that not only promotes workspace synergy, but also drive innovation and positive business results. It's all about people. So here's my fellow colleagues at Robinhood. These are the people I value the most when serving at the CEO role. And these are the people who have great potentials in making a better future together. The second takeaway from my experiences in the tech industry is never settle. Always leap forward for new challenges. Don't limit yourself to what you think you can do, because you can go as far as your mind lets you. And there's no better way to grow by pushing yourself and learning from new challenges. If I chose to settle in as a UX designer and restrict my focus on only one area, I would never get to build a diverse team and took the product ownership. If I got too comfortable at my current position and never stick my neck further, I would never get to contribute to key tech trends in different cultures. If I didn't act as an explorer who kept learning from hands-on experiences and collaborations, I would never develop a strong and adaptable brand that makes me well prepared for whatever comes my way. The more open you are to new possibilities, the more versatile you are, and the more confident you become in tackling problems, the more fulfilled you will be. In the end, great leadership is about enable the full potential in others, especially in women, who are still a minority in the tech industry and are still challenged by perpetuated gender stereotypes. I was one of the very few female developers at a tech company, let alone the female executives sitting in the C-suite. I know more needs to be done when I was giving a speech to teams from a startup accelerator where I couldn't find any female, any woman in the audience. I also know it's still a long way to go. When I met with a potential partner, he assumed that the male colleague sitting next to me was the final decision maker. As a leader, I feel women are great assets to the tech world. Women have empathy, keen observations, strong attention to details, and good communication skills. Women can play a pivotal role in getting the most out of technology to build amazing products that matter to everyone. Now, in the blockchain industry, I see stronger momentum in supporting more women's contribution and growth. Studies show that only 5.5% of Bitcoin investors are female, and only 8.5% of crypto startups had a woman as a founder. In fact, we need to get more women, as competent as men, involved in areas like blockchain. Blockchain is all about creating a level playing field, diverse expertise, and collaboration. It's a perfect opportunity for women who want to be heard, who want to make an impact, to shine. Change is happening, surely but slowly. Change starts from empowerment. I've been passionate about fostering workforce diversity and gender equality in my previous leadership roles. Recruiting more outstanding female talents to my team. I'm actively involved in communities like Women Tech Maker, Girls in Tech, Ladies That UX in Taiwan. I also joined the mentorship program in Taiwan, mentoring the next generation of female UX professionals with my career advisors. At Robinhood, female employees now make up 36% of the workforce. They excel in engineering, product design, marketing, business development, legal, finance, and so many principles. It's actually a good start compared to many tech companies in Asia. If you ask me, how do you succeed as a female in tech? I would say, not paying much attention to your gender. Do what you aspire to achieve. Make yourself qualified with your strengths. Speak out your opinion. Stand up for your values. Trust yourself. But all efforts will be more recognized and will finally pay off if we as leaders, create a healthy environment for everyone to shine. I have always believed in the power of technology. New technologies like blockchain continue to help me expand my skill sets, keep my brains fresh, and lead a happy, fulfilling career. And I have always believed in the power of us. Regardless of gender, race, background, and job title. It is ourselves that make us a strong team. It is ourselves that make a difference. Thank you.
She carries all the keys to the places that no one dares to find. She won't tell nobody.